In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, Ree.
Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Hey. Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, a.k.a. the best that ever did it, a.k.a. AM Morning, a.k.a. it's Monday Madness, but I feel like it's a Turn Up Tuesday. Yes, honey. I got to give you all the blows and the details from the festivities over the weekend. This has been a packed week for me. Man, it started Thursday when my aunt rode into town, and it just keep going, and I am really physically and mentally exhausted. Oh my G, OMG, OMG. I'm just making sure that my Facebook family is in here. Is it on? Let me see. Can Facebook hear me? Am I on with Facebook? I think I am. You know, because they was doing something funky last week. They was trying to shut me down and kick me out. Child, you can't keep a good woman down, honey. You may wait on and stand on her back, but she'll get up again. So this used to be a saying that says, when she's cracked, she's strong. And when she's broke, she's gone. I don't quite understand it yet, but I'm still, find out what it is and figure this out, guys. Woo, baby. Where should I start from the weekend? The storm was rolling in. Saturday, we had an awesome time Saturday. The storm was rolling in. The show must go on, and it did go on. And we was cutting up so bad out there. I mean, literally, they started cutting up bad out there. But that was after the end of the show. Let me see, around 10:30. People were still eating. Everybody was still having a good time. But let me go ahead and send this out to my friends and share this with a comment before we start getting in and I get on to the juicy details of the fight. And I don't mean the boxer fight. I mean the fight. But that's what it is. Like sometimes when you have our people, I hate to say it, we love to have a good time. We love to turn up and we just love to enjoy ourselves. But sometimes, and you know who in your party can overindulge and overenjoy themselves a little bit. Sometimes we have to be careful in how we move, people. Oh goodness. And that's just the way things are. But I'm gonna get into that a little later. I just want to make sure that all my friends, the family, and everybody, friends and friends of the Mona Mac Show can get in and see this. And then that was, I got to tell y'all about Saturday, but Sunday was also awesome. I got a chance to do a guest spot for Trey Williamson out of Atlanta, Georgia. By the way, Texas. He's a Southern boy, but he is awesome. If you ever seen him do his show, he goes to the barbershop all over the country, and he do the barbershop. He does the Cat Williams, Uncle Ruckus, John Witherspoon, the Precious, and it is funny. He is very comical, and he does clean comedy. This is a born again Christian man that keep the funny rolling in. So for those of you people out there that's Christian who don't think that you can get out there and laugh and have fun, you're wrong. You still can enjoy yourself and have a good old time. Because I know we did, and Mr. Trey Williamson definitely did his thing. We was at one of the places that's on my bucket list to perform, and it was Sully's. And how about that? I wasn't performing in any amateur night or anything like that. I was performing on a show at a place that I said I wanted to do. So I'm very happy and pleased. And that's thanks to my big sister, the Gwen Factor. She was hosting that event for Mr. Williamson. And he was like, I want to bless somebody. I want to put him on the show. And Gwen was like, boom, my girl Reese. She's funny. She can do clean comedy, boom. And I went out there and I did my thing, because when I feel that I get out there and do my thing, I feel like I'm representing for the people that's my clique, that's surrounding me. I represent for the people of the Morning Mac Show. I don't want to do anything that make us look bad and in the affiliation. Good morning, Slicky Woo Boo. So, because I you know how they say that's your brand. I don't want to do anything to make my brand look bad or anybody that's associated with my brand. Like, I wasn't going to get out there act a fool, knowing every day y'all see me, I'm saying Marley Moss, C-Boss, and he's like, like my sister out there acting like a damn fool. I'm not going to do that to him, because I respect our relationship and his brand as well. That's why I love $1 Million Moments. That would have been definitely $1 Million Moment if you see me out there acting a fool, cutting up, but that's not me. And that wasn't about that at all. And that was Sunday. That was an easy going show. Saturday was awesome. Saturday was so much energy, so much And I want to thank all of my comedians for coming out there Saturday and cutting up. Oh man, a dude in the corner was definitely hilarious. He was burning them up, fire upon fire. Boom. Stacy Carver, man. Stacy had them on the floor. If y'all missed it, I'm sorry that y'all missed it. I got to get some of the footage from the event. Big out to photographer Jeff. My man was out there filming the event, so I know he got some really nice photos and some footage. Then we had our headliner, Laughing Lenny, and he took him to home. He took him on home. Man, everybody would say how awesome the show was and the lineup, that it was great. And Carlton was supposed to be there. Hey, Carlton, look, next time, because people was coming up to me asking me to get together a show for them. They was talking about other shows. So I hope that has launched me into another field where I can still hone in on my craft and do what I need to do to make some money, and then give somebody else or point fingers to, hey, you can make some money over there. This person would like to make some money. And we could be a group and hitting them hard. They loved it. They loved it. And I'm just so happy. Putting on shows is hard work. Now I see what Gwen and everybody do and understand. Because when you're doing it from home like this, when it's subdued, the controlled environment is totally different. Slicky used to always tell me that about playing in the clubs and how you got to deal with different people and everything. And now when he tells the stories, I'm going to listen a little more intently. Like, what you say? Because I just experienced some of everything, man. So after the comedy show, right there at the end, when we was giving our credits and saying goodnight, and when we brought our person that we was performing for up to the stage, a fight break out in the kitchen, y'all. in the kitchen. It wasn't the people there. It wasn't the guests, but it was the guests. But let me tell you how I rolled off. The guests, I would say our guests, went to get some food. Nothing, it was self-service. You were being served the food. Like restaurant style, like you go to the restaurant because of COVID restrictions and everything. They had that in place. That was fine, wonderful. But these people wasn't at their stations like they were supposed to be, or may have been preoccupied, or it might even been short of staff. But that's not our problem. We paid for services. We would like to get a good service with a smile. So my man goes in there, which happened to be the best friend of the person that we doing all this for. He goes in there to get some more lemon pepper chicken wings. The food was bomb. Chef Dante did his thing, y'all. I can't take nothing on it. It was a beautiful, beautiful setup. Oh man. But I'm gonna get back to the food after I get to the fight. So the guy, nobody was there to serve him because the guy that was supposed to be there was doing something else, off talking or off service. I don't know. But all we know, wasn't nobody there to man that station. So he went to go pick up the tongs. The guy hit his hand. He was like, okay, I'm sorry, but you didn't have to smack my hand. You didn't have to do that. You know, where they do that at? They use their voice. They said, you know, hey, man, we serve you. Or don't touch that. We got it. No, the server hit the guest. That's a big no-no. Put yourself in that guest. You know, you go to a restaurant, you go to a place, and they're supposed to be serving you, but you don't know. You reach for the tongs, somebody hits you. So my man was like, man, you ain't got to do that. You didn't, all you had to do was say da-da-da-da-da. And that exchange of words. See, when the guy got his hand smacked, he was mad, but he was like, man, why you do this? But he wasn't swinging. It was the server that swung on dude. Because the guy must have was chopping him up so bad, he couldn't take it. The server already had a bad attitude, which I was told. But he swung. But here's my thing. If you know the server had a bad attitude, I wouldn't even engage him in any type of conversation because he has the supervisor. He has the boss. I would fix it. Oh, you mad now? You really going to be mad when you don't get paid or when you lose this job. You know, that's how you really hurt a person or make a man go in them pockets. You know, it'll tighten the person up real quick. Okay? So, but the server swung. Did he think? I don't know what he think. He swung and that opened up Pandora's box. In the kitchen brawling. The guy that we was giving the event for, his cousin came in there to try to break it up. He ended up getting in there brawling with the wait staff. They get escorted off the property. And you know, by this being the FOP lodge, party's over right there. We thought that by us diffusing it and escorted the people who was in the altercation off the property, that you would keep the party going, you know, because we still had almost 3 hours. 3 hours, this was like 10:30. We was going to 1 o'clock, okay? Storm and Norman just get there and started putting on his mix. Everybody was grooving, get ready to groove. We still didn't even count out the 50-50 raffle. I was on stage doing the 50-50 raffle, picking the winner. Half the people already left and the police came in and shut the rest of the stuff down. And we were like, why? But they was like, oh, no, one strike. I think they wanted to shut it down anyway. You know, to be honest, because we was in there it was a good time. And any little thing. And I'm like, well, you already got the culprits. Why couldn't the party go on? I guess it could have if they would have been like, okay, we done. The party can go on. But no, when the police and stuff had to come in and break the altercation up, that is in the contract. One minute altercation. This is the FOP lodge. You think the sheriffs and stuff wasn't going to be there? What? And this is in Peachtree County? What? So, needless to say, we had an awesome comedy show. The people did get a chance to eat. The people that was there, they came early. So if you came there, anything after 10:30, quarter to 11, I'm sorry, man. We had the party crashes there. They was getting ready to come in and cut up because it was their time to get in and perform. that part was sad. He had a big old beautiful party bus. They held 44 people, had a bar in the back. What? A stripper pole in the bathroom. They was getting ready to go to the park, take the party bus back to the hotel. I mean, what I say, Mr. Parsons did it up. He even was thinking about his guests that might have been too inebriated, and he sold out 2 floors of that hotel for his guests. He paid for all this for his guests to have a good time. He was going to make sure that they had a good time. What was GE doing in the kitchen? I know they have a ordering area. He was on the ordering area. He was on where the side where he was. That's how it goes. You went through this door and you go around the buffet, then you come out. It was and the guy was where he was supposed to be, but the server was not. And the server swung, and then the trays got knocked over. The hot thing, it was a mess. And I feel bad for Miss Channing, and I'm sorry. She was the manager of the thing, and she got hurt. She had to be taken away in an ambulance. So I'm gonna call her this morning to make sure my sister is all right. This has got to be a peaceful solution to everything. But sometimes it happens. It started with one person's attitude. Maybe the guy was upset that he was at work that day. Maybe he had something personal going on in his life. And when you open that and that spills out and you put it on other people, that's what you get. It wasn't the people, it wasn't the party it was the serving guy that did the serving. And that's what happened with that on Saturday. And I didn't get home till like 3:00 in the morning after that, and they said woo, it was a woo-saw moment. And that was Saturday. But the food was bomb, Chef Dante. The show was bomb. It was a beautiful. Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Renee, for the decorations. It was very nice, you guys. Definitely. It's just, I'm sorry that they tweaked it at the end, and we didn't get a chance to get into it with Storm and Norman, maybe the first 30 minutes. So, and the people was on the floor. The people that came to had a good time was having a good time. They was coming to dance. The girls like, this is what I came to. I came to dance. People on the party bus, they was doing their thing. They was watching the fights. He put a lot into this event. What is he say? Wow, ill peeps. Wow. Our peeps. Our people, yes. But we didn't start it. It was that server that started, and Southeast was in the house deep. Let me tell you, when they started wrecking, and we was like, oh, wait a minute, who was wrong? They was ready to tear that whole place down. But we got them under control because, Mr. Parsons from Southeast and all the other guests, and they was like, they had it under control. They was like, it's okay, and let the party go. But when you get drinking involved, and then you get violated, and you whoa, that's all I can say. Kiki, thank you, Kiki Creations and Dave Carter Section 8 Comedy. They was there. They showed out. They had a good time. They got a chance to see me in the host capacity. Now, even though I host this show, that was the first time that I hosted a comedy show in that capacity, like a legit gig. I did open mics, no problem. We do that all the time. But this was a big production. How Gwen put on her show. This was a show that I had got a chance to put on. And I am so thankful. Like I said, dude in the corner laughing, Lenny, Stacy, you brothers were beautiful. Beautiful. And I hope to work with you soon. People was coming up to me saying, hey, I need some comedy for an event. I'm like, okay, we'll talk. Thank you. Molly $1 Million Moments. Hopefully next time we could be in a house and get the photography and the people going so we can do it like a big production. But your sis did her thing. That's all I got to say about that. Then now it's Monday Madness. I talked about Trey Williamson on Sunday. I talked about the party, the event that we planned on for 7 months for this party. And I talked about, did I talk about my aunt coming to town and having her here was such a pleasure. And I was crying when she left. She don't know that, but I'm telling you, because I miss her so much. And it's been hard when your family is scattered here and there. And it's just been hard. But my friends, I have a new family. I have my brother Slicky. I have my brother Molly. It's family by love. May not be by blood, but love. But it's awesome when you get a little blood that comes, your blood relatives come up and love on you. Oh my gosh. And they came to this event. They showed out. I had my aunt, had my uncle there, and I had my cousins there. I had my grandmother's niece. She is the oldest person in the Carrington side of the family now, because the first generation have all passed. All 11 of them have passed. And she was the first grandchild from Meta and James Walters. Oh, well, Meta Walters and James Carrington. So she was the first of that bloodline, the Carrington, first cousin, that is, of the second generation. She was there. She's 83 years old. She came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. And it was just a beautiful thing seeing your family. And they was like, we know you're getting ready to do your thing, and support. I'm trying not to cry because when I think about it, because how I miss my grandparents so much. But anyway, it's Monday Madness, and I got some videos for y'all so we can go through and dissect. Molly, we'll play the first one we got first up.
Is it going to be one check or 2 checks?
Am I getting lucky tonight?
Not at all.
2 checks.
2 checks? Is it going to be one check or 2 checks?
Am I getting lucky tonight?
Not at all.
2 checks.
2 checks?
Okay, ladies, I know what y'all going to say. Oh, he wrong. Is he wrong? Is he wrong for saying that? But is he getting lucky tonight? You got to check your source. Know who you're going out with. Is this man asking you out? Because I believe if a man asks you out, fellas, for real, if you ask a lady out, that means you're going to pay, right? Because that's what we're assuming. And women, if you ask a man out, that the same assumption. If whoever doing the asking, we're assuming that they're going to pay. But before you go out on these dates with these people, men and women, get that clear. Say, oh, you asking me out on a date? You want to take me out and show me a good time on you? That you got to ask that nowadays. Or you could be sitting in a restaurant. But ladies, if you go out, always have your money. My grandmother used to always tell me, have your money to cover you and have bus fare to get home. Make sure you have a dime to call somebody if you run into trouble. And of course, clean underwear. Of course that. So, but what he's saying, he was wrong for him to come out. Am I getting lucky? That was just too blunt. But he should have said, we're going Dutch from the beginning. Because you can feel the vibes if a person's interested in you like that or not. And it should have been like, look, I want to take you out on a date. Do you want to go out on a date? You need to pay for that date, whether you're the man or the woman. Okay? But what she did, am I getting lucky tonight? She said, not at all. He said separate checks. But she didn't seem to be fazed. She had that mentality to be like, look, I told you we was friends. You're not getting nothing. She wasn't fazed when he said, nope, not at all. That's like me. If I take a man out, I'm going to get some. Because I ain't going to take no man out and treat no man. And I ain't getting none. First of all, you got to be my family or my boo for me to take you out. And if you my man, you going to give me something anyway. I've taken my family out plenty of times. Brothers, sisters, it don't matter, cousins. And they've been males. We know you don't have that applied. But if I'm dating you, oh yeah, you need to be able to take me out. I got food. I got tricked one time. This guy I was dating named Mike, called him White Mike. He's a white dude. Hey, I dated white guys. I told you that. He came over on a Sunday. I want to take you to the movies. I'm like, I don't want to go to the movies with you. I'm here chilling with my family. My grandmother was living. I'm like, I'm here chilling with my family. Here go my grandmother. Girl, go on out. You don't do nothing but work. Go on out. And my bestie was at the house. I'm like, yeah, go to the movies. Go on out. He's asking you out. He said, I want to take you to the movies. And me being dumb, I said, okay. Because they was like, go on out, enjoy yourself. We get to the movies. The Joker only had enough in his pocket to pay for the tickets. We get in the movie, in the theater, and he was like, okay, I spent my life. We just went down the street to Marlowe's, and that was the $5 joint. So I'm like, why you wasn't ready to take me out? Why did you want to take me out? He was like, well, can you give me something from the concession stand? No. No, get yourself some. I spent all my money, but needless to say, I had a soft heart. I got him something anyway, but I was just angry. I'm not that type of person, but I was like, I feel like it was hoodwink and bamboozle. You asked me out, Joker. Then you don't even have nothing. You try to set me up. That's what you try to get some booty. That ain't how you do it. Shorty, not gonna get some tonight? Nope. Separate meals. She didn't even see face. She wasn't like this. What? She didn't even go off because she probably whooped her card out. Boom. And you still not getting none. Thank you for the ride, though. People, I tell you. What y'all say about that? Okay. Hey, NYC Playboy in the house. My man was wrong to ask, but if he should have been discreet if we are going Dutch. Yeah, he should have been. He was wrong to act. Thank you. He was wrong to act. And it should have been straight up. Look, we going Dutch. Because that happened before too. Oh, I ain't got enough money to take us out. But can we go Dutch? And sometimes it's cool. Because you're just friends. But don't expect to go Dutch and go and hit the butt. That ain't how it works. Where they do that at? Like I said, not unless we've been dating for a while and we're already in a relationship. And if we're already in a relationship, you ain't got to ask for no butt. Because it's already implied. We already getting it on. You know, so sometimes, and I don't see nothing wrong with a woman treating y'all. Women can treat just like men treat. Women could treat. I have plenty, yes, women could treat. I definitely be a firm believer in women treating men. Because the men treat the way, if you got a good man, and he's nice, he's good to you, and he treats you good, why can't you treat him good back? And actually, you're supposed to treat him good back. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. What y'all say about that? Let me see. All righty. Now what? That's all I got to say about that. Slicky said, oh, Lord. Slicky, you go Dutch? Or do you pay for, when you take a woman out, do you pay for everything or do you go Dutch? Ain't nothing wrong with going Dutch. But if I go Dutch, that means you can't touch. Okay? We go Dutch, no touch. Let's be clear. You definitely ain't touching. And we going Dutching. Molly, I feel crazy today. I think I'm still high from over the weekend. Baby. And they had whatever you wanted to drink, man, on that party bus. It was like that, man. That was a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Okay. Let's go to the next video.
My first Karen, bro.
I know.
I'm part of Walmart security.
Okay, well, get on my face. Don't man me.
She mopping off everybody.
You don't know.
There's so much room, bro. Literally, we got the car right here. Yeah, she hitting our car. I got my baby right here.
You don't need to know what happened.
That ass. It was so much.
Get out my face.
My first Karen, bro.
I know.
I'm part of Walmart security.
Okay, well, get on my face. Don't man me.
She mopping off everybody.
You don't know.
There's so much room, bro. Literally, we got the car right here. Yeah, she hitting her car. I got my baby in here.
You don't need to know what happened.
That ass insane.
Get out my face.
My first Karen, bro.
I know.
Now,
I'm part of Walmart security.
Okay, well, get on my.
this right here shows everybody. Because I remember Michelle Pucciarelli. She, you know, a white lady, she asked me, what do you call an angry black woman if an angry white woman are called Karens? No, baby, Karen isn't a color thing. It's a behavioral thing. That means you're acting ignorant, but you know how they put it into play. Now, anybody could be a Karen. If you act like that, anybody could be a Karen. The way they handle it. Because that lady didn't have to be, you know, like that. Ooh. Yeah, it was a bunch of Kens. I was thinking about Saturday. I'm like, did we have Kens in the building for the service team? Yeah. Kens was in the building as far as services go. Wow. But yeah, a regular customer. No shade on no color, not throwing, oh, white people, black people, whatever. Karen is a Karen. No matter what color. What y'all got to say about that? Okay, that is a black lady. Can't be a Karen. Okay, NYC Playboy said, okay, that's a black lady. Clickbait. What is clickbait? That's a new term, y'all. What up, peeps? What up, Lee? NYC Playboy said, Molly, a black person can be a Karen. Molly, type something in there. What is, I want to know what clickbait is. I never heard of that. Let me go to the Urban Dictionary. What is clickbait?
Clickbait is something they put in a typo that ain't true just to get you to click it. So there's a lot of black people clicking on that post, assuming it's going to be a white lady acting like a Karen, but the whole time it's a black lady acting like a Karen. I don't care what you call them. You know, they just rude, disrespectful people. Call them Karens, Kendras. It don't bother me, but it was clickbait. It was to get people to think that it was going to be a white lady, but they showing you how black women do the same thing. She was hitting that lady, basically caught while her baby was in there, and the security guard had to come over there. So it just show you that black people think they got privilege just as well.
That's right.
That's what it was. Yeah.
That's right. And you know, and they do. And I've seen it. I've seen black people that's like that. Hell, I got some in my family because sometimes people think they got money when a lot of us black people feel that we got money or we on a certain level. Oh, we changed to a whole new monster. You know, they think that, and like Molly said, privilege, that word of privilege. I guess it depends on how you born and raised or how you come up in the game. You know, some people come up from nothing and make it, but then when they get up there, they snob. I mean, it's like an imitation of life. They try to forget where they came from. You know, I'm on my way to my millions, and I can tell it right now to the public. When I get my millions, I'm not gonna. I already know I'm not gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like I am now. You know, I'm always be humble and be thankful, and reach back and help out my people. But they in Walmart, I think. How much of a Karen can you be in a Walmart, whether you black or white? You would, but a lot of the people be going on. I mean, what they take the customer service to an all new high, all new level. And when you got that type of personality and customer service, and then you meet somebody that's working in customer service, meet a Karen, all hell's gonna break loose like that fight. But you ain't gonna get knocked out in the 9th round. Because I don't even think it's gonna make it that far. When you get a customer service Karen and a customer Karen, and them two, man, nights out. Look, lights out, night out. That I've seen good fights like that before. You know, it's wrong for you to want to see a fight or you want to see an altercation take place. But it's wrong as I don't know what. But for some reason, we like that violence. That excites us. We're like, wow, look at them two. You know, until they get the cap and pop out. Then everybody be running. But when you having a regular old good old squabble, you know, because I'm pretty sure, just like me, you seen some, and you sit back and you look, you like, I'm not saying that I should be enjoying it. I'm just letting you know there's something inside me. It tickles me. Then I bring the shame in later. I'm like, that don't make no dang sense. But it was funny. It was entertainment for the moment. Free entertainment. Okay, what's the people say? Lee, good morning. What's happening? Okay, NYC Playboy in the house. All customer service needs to be like Chick-fil-A. Oh yeah. And all with my pleasure. Yep. But what happens when your Chick-fil-A, all with my pleasure, come across the Karens? That's what I'm talking about. You can't make everybody happy all the time. You know, you can't say my pleasure. Somebody throw a milkshake in your face. You will sit there and go, my pleasure. Oh, I'm sorry if I angered you, ma'am. That man, Chick-fil-A groom their employees really good. Because they are nice and courteous. Even when they get some of the nasties and mean. But that depends on the person's personality. I guess that's why Chick-fil-A be asking those questions when it's hiring time. They want to know people's temperament. But we can fake anything. We can fake. You could be like, yeah, my pleasure. You get one of them Karen customers and say, my pleasure. And then meet them at the car. When you take that Chick-fil-A hat off and that apron off, meet them at the car. You ain't no longer on the clock. You can meet them at the car. He said, I ain't never seen a Karen at Chick-fil-A. Need to know their screaming process. They screening process. The screening process is they get the mindset that the customer is always right. Even though they may be wrong, they diffuse it by saying, okay, I learned that dealing with people now. When people are doing whatever, if you just say that those two letters, okay, that is the diffuse word. Those two letters. Okay. It means all well with the world. Versus the other two letters, that means no. When people say no, I can't do this, I can't do that, that means with rejection. That means with stop. That means with abruptness. You know, when somebody say no, we get upset for that word. But if you just say, okay, somebody cussing me out, okay. 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 Because people are entitled to their opinion. An opinion, my grandfather used to say, an opinion is like assholes. Everybody got one. Didn't understand what that means till I got older as well. But everybody's going to have opinion. But sometimes we can keep our opinion to ourselves, where it's supposed to be, because we're the opinionated one. I can't throw my opinion on you, NYC Playboy, or you, Lee, or you, Slicky, especially not Slicky. Slicky be like, don't tell me what to do. You can't even throw a suggestion on Slicky. Because that's the man with the plan, you know. But you say, okay, Chick-fil-A it is. Hey, what can we say? You ain't never seen, okay. I don't see any of my, oh yeah, okay, I'm on Facebook, okay. But I don't see any Facebook things. All righty. We got, I think, one more video for you. I think it's one. One more left.
All right, can I talk to Vivi's mom? Give me Vivi's mom's number.
Vivi, I don't know Vivi's mom number.
Let me talk to your mom.
What?
I want you to be on the camera and talk to me.
You can't make me though. Vivi, please. Your daughter's a black ass nigga.
What did you say? What? What did you say?
Vivi, come on, Vivi. And I'm not letting you talk to my mom. African bitch.
Her, was it your friend's stepsister?
Oh, who?
Yes.
Is she white girl? Is she white?
I'm so Yes, but I'm so sorry. Just please don't do nothing to me.
You need to talk to your parents, not kids. You just need to
Hold
tell
on.
an adult.
Stephanie, what?
Did you hear what I said?
You're not gonna let an adult let you cry from another country.
All right, can I talk to Vivi's mom? Give me Vivi's mom's number.
Vivi, I don't know Vivi's mom number.
Let me talk to your mom.
What?
I want you to be on the camera and talk to me.
You can't make me though. Vivi, please. Your daughter's a black ass nigga.
What did you say?
What? What did you say?
Vivi, come on, Vivi. And I'm not letting you talk to my mom. African bitch.
Her,
I'm so sorry.
was it your friend's stepsister?
Oh, who?
Yes.
Is she white girl? Is she white?
Yes, but I'm so sorry. Just please don't do nothing to me.
You need to talk to your parents, not kids. You just need to
Hold
tell
on.
an adult.
Stephanie, what?
Did you hear what I said?
You're not gonna let an adult let you cry from another country.
Okay. No, before we get in and start dissecting that video, I see some more people coming in. Good morning, Lee. The Chick-fil-A. Lee said, yes, true opinions. Remember, we all had a purpose before everyone had an opinion. Good morning, Katina. Yeah, that's true, Lee. Good morning, Katina. She says, okay, the rest of the saying about opinions is everybody has one and everybody thinks everybody else's stinks. Oh, that's what it is. But it says, okay, opinions is like, okay, yeah, because I don't want to smell nobody butthole. And I'm going to assume that other people's butthole stinks. So your opinion stinks like your butthole. Oh, I like that. That's what that means. Okay, thank you, Katina. And Lee says the word opinion is a judgmental word. Why do opinion have to be a judgmental word? I think an opinion is just that. You can have an opinion on something with no judgment, because that's what you do. When you judging, your opinion is like, I wouldn't do that. But hey, who am I? Do you? That's not being a judgmental. That's just your opinion. You're not judging or putting a label or condemning or throwing up for shade or nothing out there on another individual. Your opinion is just your opinion. Like, I think I would have wore the blue shoes instead of the red shoes with that outfit. That's your opinion. That's no judgment call on nobody. That's just what you would have done. I would have wore the blue shoes because I like blue better. That's my favorite book. That's my favorite color. And it's also my favorite book, Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning, which this was a hot ticket Saturday. I sold some books Saturday, y'all. Yay, me. Shades of Blue by A.M. Morning is a good book. You can watch it now or see it now on Amazon Vella. Up to 3 chapters for free. I always tell people, get into the chapters to see if you want to get the rest of the books. So, Shades of Blue, y'all. And this is just my opinion, that this is a good book. It's other people's opinion say, okay, it's a good book. Some people say that it's unbelievable. A person wrote a review on Amazon that said, wow, that is unbelievable. And let me let y'all in on a little secret. This is a sci-fi book, okay? Fictional book, not sci-fi, but I'm sorry, fictional book. Some of the things in here are embellished, and then some of the things are to the letter, but only the author or the writer knows what's embellished and what's true and what's not true. But people think that the stuff that's not true is actually true. They say, oh, I can't believe that. The truth is stranger than fiction. Always remember that, y'all. The truth is stranger than fiction. But y'all, you be the judge. Give me your opinion. Go get the book, cop it and read it. then you get throw your opinion out there. That don't mean it's wrong or right, or it don't even mean your opinion stinks. It means it is what it is. Okay, your 2 cents your 2 cents in on the issue at, I can't see that emoji. I don't know. Hey, that's from my brother Rico. Virgo love, Virgo love. Your 2 cents in on the issue at, I can't see that emoji. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out. Type it again. Where I can't hardly see. Type it in so I can see it and read it out and understand it at hand. Oh gosh. Good morning. Good morning. You be the judge and your opinion is appreciated. Okay, you being the judge, and I appreciate everybody's opinion. Although people don't think that I listen or I take their opinion, I actually do. Because I can sit there and I listen to you, but I will play it back in my mind later. Like I'm and I go through it and I dissect it. Because everybody's opinion don't think. And sometimes you can get some good ideas when people give a voice in their opinion. And not saying that everybody's opinion stinks or has to be wrong. Maybe your opinion is just not the opinion for me at that time. That's all. An opinion and a suggestion. Are they alike the same? You have an opinion on something. You have a suggestion on something. Is that the same? I gotta dig into that. Opinion and suggestion. Is that the same? If I give you a suggestion, Rico, is that me giving you my opinion? I got to think about that. Okay, back to the video the last video that we just saw about the racism and the little girl was bullied by these little racist kids. And that made me really sad inside. And then what made me upset is the mother. How she's calling, and she knows she's not talking to the parent. But did you hear her husband in the background telling you need to talk to the parent? Don't talk to kids. That husband gave his opinion, and guess what? That husband was absolutely right. Husband, boyfriend, whoever that man was in the back, she didn't listen. She should have been listening. You have to listen first. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Yep, that's my boy Ron Hunt. He's the truth. He tell it like it is. He makes fashionable t-shirts with any type of logo, whatever you want, and he has his own brand, The Truth. And he does his own podcast. He be getting into people's butt. He be getting into them. So, but if that lady would have listened to her husband or the man, whoever that man was, I keep saying husband, I'm assuming, she didn't listen to him. He said, you do not talk to children. Talk to the parents. Because, what's up, DJ Slicky Woo Boo? Okay, they just said what's up. You have to talk to the parents. Because me being a parent, I don't want no adult talking to my child. If you have a problem with my child, come talk to me. But that lady knows she wasn't talking to the parents. She talked to them little kids and stuff. Go on over to the parents' house or get the parents' number from the school. If you have to get other people involved, because that type of bullying is way. And then the girl got smart with the mama. The little kid chopped the mama up. No, but you don't let no woman, nobody from another country make you cry. It's not even from this country. It sounds like a lot of bigotry going on in the family. And they spilling it over onto the kids. you know, and kids, you know, we kids, when you was a kid, we always used to say stuff to our parents or to the adults because we think we could get away with it. You could get disrespectful, and get away with it and hang up, especially on the phone. This lady FaceTiming a child. I was gonna put your mama on the phone. You know that is not that girl's mom. You know that wasn't the mama, them was the kids. Sound like the big sister was jumping in trying to save the little sister. You know, like by acting like, yeah, I'm gonna be the mama. Lady, contact the school where these kids go, because I'm pretty sure they school to get the proper number. This is a new wig, by the way. So if you see me doing this, I gotta get used to this. I don't know if I like this wig or not. So if you see me doing that, I'm just moving ahead. But you talk to the parent. You ain't gonna talk to a child. How you gonna get anything resolved? When you go to talk to them kids, it makes it worse when the kid, because then I'm gonna get you. You got your mother saying something else. We really gonna get you. But when you talk to the parents, let that parent pull that child up. If they think they was wrong, let the parent their own child. You don't parent nobody else's child these days, because it's not like a village used to be. We used to get, if our neighbor saw us doing something, the neighbor would get at us, we get in trouble, then we get in trouble by our parents. That's when neighbors was allowed to whoop up people's kids. But this is a new day and age. You better not touch nobody else's kid. You better not touch nobody, let alone their child. It's different raising, because it's the different times. We in totally different times. But how that I would have got that resolved, going to school, so making sure I get a chance to talk to the parent. As soon as I found out that this is another child, you hang up immediately, because then that child can go to the parent and say, oh, such and such called and they cussed me out, they did this and did that. And that parent gonna be like, what? Oh, you did this and did that. Why are you talking to my child? You need to be talking to me. A whole big old issue, blow it up. Your child was wrong. Your child was teasing my daughter, making my daughter cry, feeling uncomfortable, bullying. But you going to turn around and you're the adult, and you're going to call and talk to the child, and you bullying the child. No, ma'am, no ham, no sir, no. You talk to the parents. All y'all parents out there, Molly, Rico, Katina, everybody is parents out there. Everybody that's what's on live, right? So how would you feel if somebody talking to your child when they need to be talking to you, especially about adult situation? Y'all see that last video he had up? Did y'all see that? I'm reading the comments. Sorry for the moment of silence. Mine is too. But but when they was little, let somebody say something to your baby. You be like, what? You don't talk to my daughter, you talk to me. What? That's how it was. You know what's funny? My son is grown now too, but he was having an altercation with his supervisor on the job. True mom fashion. Me and his godmother was like, oh, we'll come up there and meet her at the car. What is wrong? He was like, it don't matter. You know what I realized? It don't matter how old your child get, you still gonna be a parent. And you still always look out for your youngest. Somebody getting out of hand with your daughter, you be like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. That's the parent in us. That's the defender in us. Yeah, Lisa, I stand corrected. I do too. A lot of times, I remember something was happening, and my son told me, "Mom, don't worry about it. I got this." And I had to pull back, and I had to let him handle it. You know, my son, he's a man, he's a young man. So I was glad to step back and let a man handle it. Do your thing, son. Do your thing. I got this. It was something. So I think somebody did something to me or something or whatever. And I was about to get out on them, right? Y'all know, everybody know me. I got a mouth, I got a temper. And I'm trying to subdue my mouth and my temper, because they go hand in hand. Sometimes what comes up comes out. And I had to stop doing that, because I'm not in the business of offending nobody. My daughter is the mini me. I let her handle her business. I know that's right. That must mean she got a mouth. To continue, you had a mouth too. She's continued. Was like, wait a minute. Yes. They said she's a mini. That's how we do. I was more quiet. But when you poke the bear, then that's when I would go off. I was, and then as I got older, I stopped being quiet, started using the voice. But I would still go off. And that's not good. But I wasn't going to go off for nobody else's child. I remember Tyree was like 7 or 8 years old. And all these big kids on the playground had water balloons. And they was throwing them on the little kids, right? Bullying the little kids. They was like junior high school. My son was like first grade. Him and his friends out there playing. The junior high school kids came down bullying. Man, when my son came in the house crying all wet, him and little Kayla, because she was all wet too, and they told me what happened. I had my Donald Duck slippers on and my little house dress. Did I not carry my ass out there to ready to snatch up somebody's child? And then I said, oh, y'all bigger kids. I said, because I'm thinking, where is your mother? Where do you live? Where do you? And then one girl was like, he don't even live on the property. The boy that was throwing the balloons, he don't even live on the property. I said, oh, okay. I went right down to the rental office. Boom. Who's playing? Find out who's doing this, who's attacking the other little kids. Boom. I was that kind of parent. Yes, I was. I had to get the school involved in another altercation. My son in junior high school, and the boy was trying to bully him. My son is quiet. He's a big gentle giant. He's not like me because I had mouth. Threw his glasses out the window. I didn't go to that little kid. I went to the school because the bus driver should have stopped immediately to handle that altercation. Shouldn't have let it happen. Should have took that bus right back around to the school and out, because it's processes in place for stuff like that. And they failed it. I went to school. The school brought up the parent. And the parent was like, thank you. And I will get your son a new pair of glasses. And then you just got those glasses too. She said, give me the prescription, because she had a girlfriend that worked at Pearl Vision. I gave her the prescription. She got him new glasses. Resolved. That boy got kicked off the bus, suspended off the bus for some time. Then when he got back on the bus, he didn't mess with my child no more, nobody else's child. Issue resolved because that mother handled it. Let the parent be a parent. We shouldn't take stuff in our own hands, especially when you're dealing with other people's children. Children fight with children. But we all know that's not how it is. But that lady should have hung that phone up and called that parent, or got in touch to the school to call that parent. She would have got help some kind of way. Some kind of way. Some kind of way, y'all. That has been an hour of the Morning Mac Show. I can't believe I talked all this time by myself. I ran my mouth like that. What? We showed videos. I had some very good comments from the panel. You guys were my panel today. Even though you wasn't talking to me physically, I was able to read your thoughts and what you put up there. And I encourage that because I need that. I need to know what your thoughts is, because I don't think every butt stinks. Your opinion is valued here on the Morning Mac Show. Yes, indeedy. Thank you guys again Tune in tomorrow where we got Turn Up Tuesday. Thank you, Katina. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Rico. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, Slicky. Thank you, NYC Playboy. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing anybody, Molly? Tomorrow, Turn Up Tuesday, where we have some more videos and situations to digest. Or I like to call them situations. Because the shit people get into, baby, sometimes it's unreal. But we're going to talk about it on Turn Up Tuesday on the Morning Mac Show. Hey, this is Monday Madness. I am too happy today to be mad. I had a lovely weekend, and I want to thank everybody again for tuning in each and every morning to the Morning Mac Show. Love you. Love you. Molly Moss, a super producer, I want to thank him for hanging in there with me. Love you guys.
I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying.